Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the inaugural annual football encounter between St. Thomas College and Gateway College, Colombo. The Neville De Alwis-Ralph Challenge Trophy taking place at the Gateway College grounds in Ratmalana. The two teams are warming up and the action kickoff is set for 6:25. Both teams will battle it out. Join us minutes before kickoff when we bring you the live action. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. The teams are just lining up. That's the preparations are underway. Teams are lining up as the first annual football encounter, the Neville De Alwis-Ralph Challenge Trophy, is moments away. The first ever of many to come. Stay tuned with www.thepapare.com for live and exclusive action. The lineups for today's match: St. Thomas College will be captained by D.S. Ebenezer, A.N. Nilavira, A.A. Janice, Kamal Chandra, M.T. Rebel, Vice Captain W.D. Elvis, J.A. Fernando, J. Veeratunga, M. Pereira, Venkadesh and Dharmadhir. While for Gateway College Colombo, they'll be led by skipper Rashen Vijayawardena, Ari Nias, Artie Frank, Herschel Dimel, Aki Bimtias, the goalkeeper, Rafa Suhail, the two Kogodarachi brothers Samunu and Nanzika, Isa Fahim, their goal scoring force Binita Chandrasena and Ari Batik. The teams are just lining up in the tunnel now as the kickoff is moments away. And you could say that might add to the pressure, but it will tell a lot of how the teams handle it as the teams walk out.
This is the Gateway College home court, and as you mentioned, Rahul, they might have the home field advantage. They do have a big crowd, a crowd that has a certain big number on it. But I'm not mistaken if I mentioned that St. Thomas's has also flooded in numbers. So both teams have equal pressure on them.
Definitely, and like I mentioned before, both teams looking to make a name for themselves in the school's football stage of Sri Lanka, and the chance does not come better than this. Of course, the match will go on for 70 minutes with two 35 minutes halves being played. So, Gateway College were the champions of the recently concluded Football Under-20 International Schools Football Championship. Went through the tournament undefeated and beat their brothers from Kandy in the finals with a dominant 4-1 win. In the penalty shootout after the game ended in a draw. while the Gateway College girls took on Vishaka, and Vishaka were victorious with a 2-0 win. So it now comes down to the Gateway College under 20 boys, as the two school songs of either team will be played. Firstly, the St. Thomas school song. And now for the Gateway school song. With that, we are just moments away from the kickoff of the first annual football encounter between St. Thomas College and Gateway College Colombo. As you can see on your screen. There's just a 2 minutes of silence in respect of the two former educationists. The 15th warden of St. Thomas College and the founder of Gateway, Mr. R.I.T. Ellis. Who this annual football encounter is named after. As the two teams do the pre-game handshakes.
All medical components to walk alongside the road must remove the and park at the CAIC parking lot allowed for this event. The police and instructors.
As the two teams take their pre-match photos, it's all smiles now for the teams. It will be good to see at the end of 70 minutes which team will be the team that ends up smiling, which team will make a name for themselves in the next 70 minutes.
Love the atmosphere, love the music, the fans. An ideal game of football this evening. The two teams taking the field, warmed up and ready to kick off as we see the two captains moving on with the toss. One final picture before the game commencing whistle blows.
Captain of Gateway College, Rajan Vijayawardena, and of course Ebenezer of St. Thomas College.
Both two teams have much potential moving on to this game. Gateway College has Binitha Chandrasena in at number 10, who is known to be a fierce force on the field, topping up their scoring charts in the previous football season. As well as Neville De Alwis in at number 7 for St. Thomas's College, who is a force of power nonetheless compared to Binita. Two equally matched up teams. Young under 20 players. Due to a bit of miscommunication, apparently St. Thomas's during their last clash between Gateway College couldn't bring in their top scorers into the game. But this time I believe all the ideal players are in for St. Thomas's. So it will not be like the last encounter we witnessed. This time it will definitely be a match to witness. We could see better coordination, better connection and synchronicity between the Thormians. And Gateway College planning on a full offensive game this evening. Their home court, trying to own it. They want to let St. Thomas's know whose field they're on.
St. Thomas with the final pre-game huddle. Gateway College's best players of the football International School Football Under-20 Championship. Their leading goal scorer of the tournament was none other than the number 10 Binita Sanjasena. He scored 9 goals in just 5 games. Some brilliant performances from him. His side will look to him once again to lead the line. As Gateway are set to kick off the first ever football encounter between the Neville De Alwis-Ralph Challenge Trophy.
It will be Gateway kicking things off.
And Gateway College immediately with the first attack. Referee blew for a foul there. Could have played advantage, but chose to pull it back. Already Gateway College making the intentions clear. They're going on the attack.
Good drive in, but well defended by the Thormians. Another whistle blows, and this time in favor of St. Thomas's College.
Remember, this game is just 2 35-minute halves. That's a good kick.
That was Fernando. Fernando with a really good kick, as you mentioned, Rahul. Driving it straight towards the goal, creating an opportunity for the Thormians. However, Aki Bintiaz unfazed by that one.
That was a good chance of St. Thomas. Could not beat the goalkeeper. As now Gateway looked to try and get a through ball, but it was well blocked by the defender. And now it will be a throw into St. Thomas.
Nilavira of St. Thomas's with a bit of a limp there. I believe Nilavira was trying to block out the Gateway attack and landed on rather an unplanned manner. But he's still in the game, so let's see how things go.
You can see on the screen there is a good crowd from both sides here to witness this encounter. As Gateway try to clear the ball, but it's St. Thomas in a very dangerous area. Over the top ball, just too much power to find a teammate. Good intentions here from St. Thomas College.
That was a solid hustle play by Venkatesh and Rashen Vijayvardhana. Gateway with the ball once again. Trying to outmatch the Thormian defense. Physical blocks. Thormians gain possession of the ball as it's kicked upfield by De Alwis. Rebel trying to keep it in the game, but ball moves in favor of Gateway.
And now a free kick. Sloppy tackle there by the Thormian. Gateway with the chance to build an attack. They need to try and find someone inside the box. Good drive into the box, but headed away by the St. Thomas defender. That was Fernando. As Gateway once again looked to break, but the Thormian defense holding strong as a long throw in. Once again Fernando heads it away, and now a long clearance. But the eventual throw in back to Gateway College. And the champions of the International School Under-20 Football Championship bring back their performances from the tournament. Their players, all of who took part in that winning game, need to step up once again. As a good tackle there by Gateway has set number 9 Ari Batik through, but a good last ditch tackle. And a very poor bit of control by the Gateway lad there. Sees the chance wasted. Got a bit too excited there and did not control as well as he should have. But once again, sloppy bit of work. Sees Gateway win the ball back. That was some good skill shown there. Just that is Benita Chandrasena, the lad we were all talking about, and he had to be cut down by the defense.
A good cross in, blocked by Fernando once again. Fernando is a wall that Gateway College would have a hard time breaking. You see, Rahul, when you take a look at the way Gateway College has planned out their squad, the defense seems to be a little bit not up to par. You see, they've focused on a complete offensive game. I believe they've not dropped enough men on their defense. So if the Thormian Legion were able to move the ball upfield, they might be at an advantage here.
Indeed. But now a good through ball. That could have been it. That was Dwayne Dimmel. He looked to be true on goal, but the Thormian goalkeeper came off his line and did well to clear it. But it's still Gateway once again. And as you rightly said, Dinit, Gateway seem to have been concentrating fully on offense. But it could work if they get the breakthrough. And from both sides, they have been looked the most likely out of the two. But Thormian defense has held strong as of yet.
One smart play Gateway could pull is maybe pull in Fernando upfield and not risk maybe an offsider and get the ball up front in order to capitalize.
That was a late challenge there. Lucky did not make too much contact as Gateway once again. Some good quick passing and some good skill there. That was Nansika Kogodarachi. And yet again, it's Gateway with the ball. Can he find a teammate inside the box? And a very poor finish there. That was the opportunity. But a very poor finish. Saw the chance go begging. The lad really should have. He had time to take a touch. But I guess under pressure, he did not look around and just went for the first time finish and blasted it well wide. Fernando there with his first error of the game. Not like what he has done so far, but the goalkeeper got to it in time and a good kick downfield. But possession yet once again back with Gateway and a good attempt, a good cross into the box. Could not find the header.
Love the way Gateway is controlling the ball right now.
Possession completely being dominated by Gateway as Nansika once again. Should have looked to find a teammate.
Roshan was clear, open there, Rahul. Nansika could have gone for the pass, but instead was more focused on the fancy footwork there. Roshan with the throw-in. Good header, deflected by the Thomian defense. The ball is still live.
And it's won back yet again. Strong effort by the number 11. Samunu Kogodarachi. But it was a vital block by the defender. Samunu got quite a bit of power behind that. And now it will be a throw into St. Thomas College.
Back and forth the ball goes as both teams equally match up one another in terms of skill, speed and endurance. It's Gateway controlling the ball. Roshan, the usual man to intercept from the right. He wasn't at his position, but Gateway still keeping control.
And a very close effort there. Taken from out of the box, just wide of the upright. Gateway asserting their dominance here as we are just past the 10-minute mark.
Nansika Kogodarachi, good hustle play. But the Thomians gain possession. I'm seeing a lot of flimsy passes this evening. Rahul, both teams not really reading their men right, not really trying to connect, but rather as soon as they receive the ball, try to move it off to another player, leading to a lot of interceptions as we witnessed.
Very true, Dinit. I think both teams are still feeling the game out, getting used to it. The pressure of the encounter still in the back of their minds. But as the game progresses, there is no doubt that the crowd will start to fade more and more away. As Thomas now with a good chance. That's the number 7, but good work by the goalkeeper, Aki Bintias. Thomian De Alwis did well to get over his man, but the goalkeeper Aki Bintias bravely rushed off his line and went for the ball, and I think there may have been some contact from the trailing leg of De Alwis, as Imtiaz looks to be in quite some discomfort. Some brave goalkeeping there, didn't it?
I agree with you, Rahul. A good, skilled goalkeeper should be able to read the field well, and that is exactly what Aqib Imtiaz did. He had no other choice but to dive in and rescue the ball there for Gateway College, taking one for the team. Really hope that this won't be a loss for Gateway College.
Aqib Imtiaz was their star goalkeeper in the International School Under-20 Championship as well. So if he is unable to continue, that would indeed be a huge loss. As you can see, it does seem to be something a bit serious. But hopefully he will be okay to continue.
A dive-in is almost always risky in the game of football. You risk players' shins, boots knocking over to you, and you can't really predict where it'll hit you. So that's a risk Aqib Imtiaz was willing to take for his team. The crowd cheering him on as the brave lad gets back on his feet.
Your attention, please. Owners of vehicle number WPHY 4111 CPD 2811 CAH 0446 CAC 0361 KM 3238 CBA 2673
Gateway College with a chance. Blocked off the line. Another cross. Once again blocked away. Gateway College, after a short break in play, look to be asserting their dominance once again. Came very close there, but Gateway need to start taking these opportunities as the time passes. Once again into the box. Tomians defending out of their skins here. Another shot towards goal. Again just wide, it took a deflection. And it will be the first corner of the game to Gateway College Colombo. Corner taken shot here. Into the box, a good cross. It was more like an effort on goal by the number 7. That is Harib Nias, the man of the football under-20 final. Just wide of the upright after taking a deflection and out for another corner. Taken long this time. Harib Nias, curling effort, just blocked away for another corner. St. Thomas really defending for their lives here. The Gateway College coming attack after attack.
I don't know about you, Rahul, but this game is giving me goosebumps. Gateway continuously putting the pressure on Dharmendra, the goalkeeper of St. Thomas's College. Gateway controlling the ball. They should definitely start reading their men better. Instead of just moving the ball upfield, it would be good if they could move their offensive line ahead and then pass it onwards. A long shot at goal, and that is the goal Gateway was looking for. That was weak reading by the goalkeeper of St. Thomas's, Dharmendra. That kick did not have enough power to overpower the goalkeeper. However, it was a shot he did not expect. That is definitely a mistake that would scar Dharmendra for a while. We hoped at least the defense of St. Thomas's would have read it. But both the defense and the goalkeeper failed on that one as Gateway went on. The Thormian crowd cheering them on, letting them know that the family is here for them. One mistake will not decide the entire game for them. Ebenezer, good kick upfield, and that is the goal St. Thomas's wanted. Retribution, another long goal kick. Answering back, saying this could be your home field, but we are also here to leave our mark. St. Thomas's College, Ebenezer with a beautiful goal to answer back. An immediate strike as retribution for the goal scored by Gateway College. Back at it is Gateway College, driving the ball well. This time reading their men better, creating an opener.
What a game, didn't it? The first 15 minutes, there were so many missed opportunities. And then a stunning strike just flew into the back of the net for Gateway. And less than 60 seconds later, Thomas with another stunning reply of their own. As the game now in the 20th minute, 1-1. Another close call for Gateway. The game has turned right on its head.
Something's definitely got the goalkeepers on their toes this evening. The defense was holding strong, but what we just saw is two kicks taken almost off the midline, which I honestly don't believe had the potential to be goals, but somehow they managed to accurately move in as the goalkeepers were stunned, faced, unable to intercept it.
Indeed, on both occasions, I think the goalkeepers were taken completely off guard. Neither of them were expecting the shots to be taken, and the defenders did not help by failing to get a touch on it. As now a throw into St. Thomas College. What a start to the first annual encounter of the Neville De Alwis-Ralph Challenge Trophy. Before the game, we did say that both teams will be looking to make a name for themselves, and what way they are doing it today, didn't it? As St. Thomas sloppy foul there by Gateway's Herschel Dimel, and a free kick to St. Thomas College in a dangerous area. The Thormian fans making their voice heard. As you said earlier, despite this being Gateway's home field, St. Thomas fans are here in numbers, as you can see on your screen. So many fans here in Ratmalana for both sides. But look at the amount of fans of St. Thomas, drowning out the voices of the Gateway fans who are now trying to make their own voices heard. As the captain of St. Thomas, Ebenezer, is going to take the free kick. Will he look to find a teammate or will he go on goal? He looked to find a teammate, but it was blocked off, but it's still St. Thomas. Cross into the box. However, it could not be directed on target and it goes out for a goal kick.
Ebenezer taking a free kick close to exactly where we saw him score the first goal for St. Thomas's. The wall of Gateway standing strong, well defended as Gateway tries to move, but Fernando getting the upper hand for St. Thomas's. Herschel Demel with a good throw in. Trying to drive it off the right field is Gateway. A good opener.
Good through ball. That's Arif Batik. Could not decided to try and find a teammate and it did not work out, but Gateway Colombo still with possession. Gateway College get another good through ball. Can he find a teammate? Brilliant skill to get past the man. Nansika could not control the ball there. This could be the second goal. Ari Batik there once again could not get any power behind the shot. Gateway are wasting quite a few chances here. And as they were cruelly shown after some jubilant celebrations, St. Thomas can punish them for missed opportunities as one of Gateway's players are down.
This game, Rahul, I believe is not just for a win, but also a game for the fans, as we witnessed a lot of fancy footwork this evening as well. Both teams showing off their skill.
Trying to impress and show themselves off. There are some high members from the Football Federation of Sri Lanka present here tonight to witness the action. And I guess the players have been told that. And they are trying to impress the higher-ups.
During the first few minutes of the game, Rahul, we saw Fernando, number 4 of St. Thomas's College, putting up quite a good defensive ball. However, he's a big man. What I noticed was the Gateway's offense managed to outrun him a couple of times, which led to them opening up.
Indeed, and some good dribbling skill showed that they could easily get past some of the St. Thomas defenders. As you said, the fancy footwork has worked off on quite a few occasions tonight. As once again, some good work by the skipper Rashim Vijayawardena. Once again, some fancy footwork, cross into the box. Just too much power on it for Vinita Chandrasena. Gateway playing quite the offensive game here. Long throw in. Could not find a teammate. St. Thomas look to break. Possession going back and forth quite rapidly here. St. Thomas looking to take a quick throw in. Unable to.
Venkatesh, powerful throw in, but unable to keep a hold on the ball is St. Thomas's as Gateway starts to lead the offense. Love the one-touch pass game Gateway is putting up.
Hansika Kogadarache. Not sure what he was trying there. But it did not work, as it's now going to be a goal kick to St. Thomas.
I believe all players are going for glory this evening, Rahul, instead of playing a well-coordinated game.
Trying to make a name for themselves. And there is no better platform, as once again Nansika on bit of a clash there, but no hard feelings between the two. Good to see. As keeper Vijay Vardhana once again takes a throw in. Nansika, first time cross. Good work by Dharmendra, the goalkeeper.
Skipper of Gateway College saving it for their team. It'll be St. Thomas's throw in this time. Players of both teams moving on to the Gateway's end of the field.
Gateway playing a passing game here. What a sloppy pass there. Gives the ball back to St. Thomas. And some sloppy play, has it back with Gateway College. Hari Batik finds number 7, Arib Nias, whose final effort could not be directed on target. Once again, the chance goes begging for Gateway Colombo as we enter the final minutes of the first half. That's if Gateway College converted all the chances they had in it, they would be in double digits by now.
I agree with you, Rahul, but here's the thing. A little bit of selfish play is maybe good for a game, but a little too much of it could cost you, risking a lot in a game such as this. A game where both teams are of equal stature. So in order to convert those opportunities, they might have to think like a team instead of as individuals. Because we're not really seeing the players connect. There's no rhythm in the game. We just see life, no life, a goal out of nowhere, goalkeepers faced. So we'll just have to see how things go as we're moving on to the last few minutes, like you mentioned in the first half of the game.
Indeed, football is always a team sport. And as they say, you win as a team and you lose as a team. As a throw in now to Gateway College.
Gateway College looking to make another goal for themselves. Kogodarachi with some fancy footwork. Dismissed by the Thormian defense. Rashin unable to keep the ball in for Gateway College. And it will be Janice taking the throw in for St. Thomas's.
Gateway College once again. Nansika Kogodarachi in possession. Once again looking for the fancy footwork and fails terribly there. Hard luck. He has shown good skill throughout the 30 minutes, but one trick too many there caught up to him as the goalkeeper Dharmendra heaves the ball downfield and it will be a throw-in. St. Thomas College. Janice rushing to take the throw-in.
That was a pass just a little too predictable as Gateway's defense read it quite well. And open up for Gateway. Aqib Imtiaz rushing to save that one for Gateway. And it'll be Atif Frank with the kick.
It's good to see that the knock that Aqib Imtiaz took earlier has not phased him. Still bravely rushing head first to make saves as another throw into St. Thomas College.
May I have your attention, please? All spectators sitting and standing behind the goal post are kindly requested to move away.
It'll be Gateway with the throw-in.
As we enter the final minute of regulation time of the first half.
Spectators standing and sitting on the smooth side of the goal post are kindly requested to move away.
Captain Vijay Vardhana attempted a long over-the-top ball there. Did not work as now once again a throw into St. Thomas College.
Both these two teams used to playing 90-minute games. Playing 70 minutes would be quite easy for them. I'm not sure if they're aware that it's the last minute of regulation time that they're playing, because you're not seeing any extra effort put in. But Gateway, Kogodarachi with a good run, unable to keep the ball in play as St. Thomas's gains possession. That was possibly a mistake for the Thormians. That was quite a poor throw-in.
Who do you think, Dinit, would be the happy of the two sides going into half-time?
I'm really not sure, because you see the goal scored by Gateway, I believe wasn't that planned, but the Thormians answered back with quite a good goal. So I'm bending more towards the Thormians moving off as the happier team.
Not to mention the amount of missed opportunities that Gateway had. I'm sure the head coach, James Heath, would not be happy. As Thomas once again. Close call there. But the throw-in will be to Gateway College. As we are now in injury time.
There's maybe about a minute or a minute and a half of injury time during the first half. Rashain controlling the ball for Gateway.
Some good deft passing here. Good skill there. Aribnias. Ran into a brick wall there in Thomas number 2, Fernando. And once again, Thomas heaved the ball downfield but cannot find a teammate.
Thormians with a clear opener. The ball is still live, but a few good headers by the Gateway's defense. Moves it off the danger zone. Crowds on their feet, cheering on either of their teams.
The Gateway College players really trying a few two-minute tricks here. As we are close to the half-time whistle being blown. And that will be the second goal. Yes, it will be.
A beautiful cross in by Arif Niaz. Finished off by Kogodaraji. We weren't sure if it was a goal or not, but a player backed him up, swishing it right onto the nets. I retract my statement. I guess it'll be Gateway going out of the first half, the happier team, Rahul.
Definitely. That completely changes the halftime talks that both teams would have had planned. As that is the whistle for halftime and your confirmation. Gateway College Colombo going into the half with a 2-1 lead over St. Thomas College. Two blistering goals from range within minutes of each other. Saw the game go at 1-all. And then Gateway College, right at the death of the first half, respond with the second goal and go into the halftime with the lead. Join us, ladies and gentlemen, after the break for action of the second half, live and exclusive on www.thepapare.com.
මේ දන්නවද?
මොකද්ද?
ඉස්සර කැප්ටන් කරලා.
දන්නවා.
මේ අතුසිංහ ලංකාවට නෝට්.
දන්නවා.
කෙවින් ඩික්සන් දන්නවා.
දන්නවා. දන්නවා.
ඊයේ රග්බි මැච් එක. එතකොට සුරංග ලක්මල් කියපු දේ දන්නේ නේද? ඕකනේ කියන්නේ පපරෙත් එක ගියා නම් ඔහොම ස්ටක් වෙන්නේ නැහැ.
நேரடி ஒளிபரப்பு யாழ்ப்பாணத்தில்
මාතර කොටවිල ගම්පියසට ඇවිල්ලා තියෙනවා.
සිරිතදාස
ඇඩ්මොරටුව පියගම මහින්ද රාජපක්ෂ ක්‍රීඩාංගණය.
கிழக்கு மாகாணம்
සුගතදාස ඉන්ඩෝර් ස්ටේඩියම් is the Fox Hill Supercross.
රුණෑගල සිරි ඇතුගල් පුරවරය
papare.com අපි අද ඇවිල්ලා ඉන්නේ නෝරෙලිය ප්‍රදේශයේ. ෆයිනල් ෂෝඩවුන් කැන්ඩි ස්පෝර්ට්ස් ක්ලබ්
පොළොන්නරුව ජාතික සංකීර්ණයේ සිට නේරඩි ඔලිබරපු යාල්පානතිල්ල.
මාතර කොටවිල ගම්පියසට ඇවිල්ලා තියෙනවා.
සිද්ධදාස
ඇට් මොරටුව පියගම මහින්ද රාජපක්ෂ ක්‍රීඩාංගණය.
කිලක්කු මාහාන.
Sugadadasa Indoor Stadium is the Fox Hill Supercross.
රුණෑගල සිටි ඇතුගල් පුරවරය
papare.com අපි අද ඇවිල්ලා ඉන්නේ නෝරෙලිය ප්‍රදේශයේ.
Final showdown Candy Sports Club.
පොළොන්නරුව ජාතික සංකීර්ණයේ සිට.
A very good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the second half of the game. The Neville De Alwis-Ralph Challenge Trophy. Beautiful game of football it has been this evening.
This announcement goes out to all Latvian ladies and gentlemen present here today.
Gateway College ended the first half with a stunning goal to take the lead as the game went into the first half, 2-1. And now the teams are out on the field for the second half. If the first half is anything to go by, a very exciting half certainly awaits us. St. Thomas kick off the second half.
Back and forth the game goes as Gateway gets the upper hand. It's still anyone's game at this point. Gateway College moving it. That could have been a third goal for Gateway College, but well defended by the Tomian lads.
As I said, Dinet, going by the first half, we have a very exciting half to look forward to. St. Thomas will be looking to score another equalizer, while Gateway certainly already seem more hungry for more goals. That's a powerful strike from range, just over the crossbar. Going for glory yet again. Similar shades to the first goal.
But we've been here before, Rahul, and we've seen this before. Almost all three goals scored this evening were long ranges, so we'd expect nothing less moving into the second half. It's Gateway's ball as the throw-in is controlled by the Tomians. Gateway on the attack once again. Another long ranger. Inaccurate. Dharmendra without any worries. Tomians in control of the ball once again. Not well read there as the ball moves in favor of Gateway College. However, knocked out of the field. It'll be St. Thomas's with the throw-in. Throw-ins haven't really been perfect for either of these teams in this game, Rahul. They were a little too predictable. Both teams reading one another quite well.
And both teams, as you just saw, seem to be heavily favoring the long throw-in, and it, as you said, hasn't worked at all so far. As now Akib Imtiaz.
An overall player has both skill and the smarts. And we've not really seen that much of smarts being used in this game. Let's just see if a couple of lessons were learned through the experience both teams gained through the first half, and if they'll manage to use it in their advantage, the lessons learned. Two young teams, both new and experienced talent.
Gateway, similar to the first half, playing the short passing game, has been touched under Sena. Long ball, could not find the teammate. Very late, clumsy challenge there. More for coming together. And it is
that was Rashin Vijayvardhana, the skipper of Gateway College, moving in for a bit of a late dive in there.
St. Thomas has taken the worst of it. It's good to see both teams and all the players putting every ounce of energy and effort into all their challenges and tackles. Play is up once again and looks okay to continue, and it will be Gateway. Header just over the crossbar.
Bit of an argument with the ref there on what exactly happened. But the referee standing true to his word, his decision.
It looks like he has asked the free kick to be retaken. Once again, header. Good save. And that will be the third goal. Mayhem in the Tomian box. A brilliant double save by Dharmendra, but the rebound was smashed into the back of the net.
The two brothers, Samunu Kogadarachi and Nansika Kogadarachi, putting up a huge fight this evening, and that was Samunu Kogadarachi scoring the third goal for Gateway College. Starting to get more of a physical game as we move on with the second half. The pressure starting to get on to the backs of both teams. Gateway College, however, with a comfortable lead for now.
And another close call, just sails wide of the upright. Gateway still hungry for goals despite being 3-1 up. It's a good attitude to say. The Tomians have to make sure their heads don't drop. They answered Gateway's first goal within a matter of seconds, and they can do it again if they keep their heads held high.
This is their home court, Rahul. Gateway College. They're not just here to score a couple of goals, they are here to make a statement. And that is exactly what they're doing with 3 long-range goals. Bit of glory for the school. Not just a bit, but rather a lot of glory for the school this evening. Gateway College had a little bit of an argument on the free kick. However, the second time around, I believe it worked in their favor. So technically, even though it might have been a bad call by the ref, that was exactly what Gateway needed to secure the third goal.
St. Thomas are struggling to hold on to possession here for more than a few seconds as Gateway continue to defend well and win the ball back quite quickly. So once again some poor work, but the referee blows for a foul he has seen, and St. Thomas will take the reprieve and try to build an attack once again from the start. But once again, possession going back, and referee once again offside. It still seems, Dinit, that there are more goals in this game.
I agree with you, Rahul. As we mentioned earlier in the game, this is not just one for the goals, but rather one for the fans as well. Fans continue to cheer on for more goals. Most of these players, this will be probably the last match they'll be playing this year.
This has been an absolutely dominant performance by Gateway. Coming into this game, you could not really decide which side would come out on top. St. Thomas being a more popular school in the Sri Lankan sports arena, while Gateway are up and coming school. But it has been all Gateway in this game so far. St. Thomas look to try and find an answer. Gateway once again back in possession, passing the ball around well. A good tackle there, sees the ball out.
I believe the Thormian defense learned their lesson by now. They're reading the Gateway offense, reading the long range kick. But the ball is still in the danger zone. Diverted by the Thormians.
It's good to hear that the Thormian fans have still not lost their voices. A long range effort. Once again, who could have seen that coming? That will be the fourth goal. Another goal out of nowhere. And the Gateway lads are running away with it here at Ratmalana. This has turned out to be a stunning football match. That was another goal out of absolutely nowhere. Goalkeeper Dharmendra taken by surprise. And it's now Gateway College Colombo 4, St. Thomas College 1.
Gateway goalkeeper Akib Imtiaz holding strong on his end, while Dharmendra was continuously challenged with a couple of long ranges. Unable to quite get his hand on him. Gateway College managed to score their fourth goal as well. The game quite polarized at this point. I don't really think it's a lack of skill. Something is just going on for Gateway College. Things are connecting. These long ranges are making their way through.
I did speak to the Gateway College Colombo head coach before this match, Mr. James Heath. He did say his team are very determined to prove themselves and to show that they do belong in Sri Lankan school football's highest tournaments. He did make a joke about using this as a platform to show their skills. for a chance at the ThePapare Football Championship. But the players definitely seem to have taken that seriously, and they are showing their skills. Absolutely running right against St. Thomas College here. Live and exclusive on ThePapare.com. As we have more than 20 minutes left on the clock. And Gateway Colombo certainly seem to be hungry for more goals.
I'm not really sure if St. Thomas's is really bringing their A game this evening, Rahul. I feel as if Gateway College is going up against wounded horses. Unable to challenge the Gateway's defense, as well as falling back on their personal offenses. St. Thomas's College thus far. It's still anyone's game. However, St. Thomas's should look into maybe change a few things, change their strategy and tactics, moving on with the game.
We are approaching the final 20 minutes of regulation time. Can St. Thomas College save some grace, or even by some miracle pull the game back? If the Gateway boys can do it, there should be no reason why the Thomians can't. But it has been all Gateway College in this game so far.
We've not really seen much action from Neville De Alwis, the top scorer of St. Thomas's College. Not even from any of his other fellow teammates.
Even for Gateway College, the man we were looking out for, Benita Chandrasena, highest goal scorer of the inter-international school, he hasn't been the man who has dominated for Gateway. Yes, once again, Chandrasena, good skill, getting past one, could not get past the second. A good tackle, sees the ball out for a corner to Gateway Colombo. Some brilliant work here by Gateway, and that is the 5th goal. This is just sensational by Gateway College Colombo. Benita Chandrasena kicked it off with some brilliant skill, and he found Ari Batik inside the box, who passed the ball in, and that is the 5th goal. Gateway College 5, St. Thomas College 1, and St. Thomas are being utterly humiliated here at Ratmalana.
This is not the way St. Thomas's College planned the game would head on for them. Referee with a good call there. Thomian players frustrated.
And what started off as a friendly, when it's 5-1 up, it's not so friendly anymore. Tensions are boiling over for the Thomian lads. They need to keep their heads cool. They still have less than around 18 minutes plus injury time remaining.
Rebel of St. Thomas's College won by the referee on that physical play there. Gateway offense continue to challenge. Dharmendra not giving him even a second of a breather. Gateway College, after the first 2 goals, moving into a more well-paced, organized game. And the 5th goal exemplified exactly that. Players reading one another quite well. As the ball found the foot of Arib Atik, who finished a sensational goal for Gateway College. Gateway College still holding on to a majority of the possession of the ball throughout the game. The game is getting quite physical this evening, Rahul, as we see not just feet but arms flinging around as well.
Before this game, there were many critics against Gateway Colombo who were saying that Gateway cannot handle playing 90 minutes. They cannot handle playing even 70 minutes. But look at them here today, proving their haters wrong in the best way possible. 5-1 up with 15 minutes left on the clock. It has been complete annihilation of St. Thomas College. St. Thomas did show some promise in the first half, but as the goals kept coming, their heads kept dropping. And once again, close call. The cross just missing the header of Nansika Kogodarache. As it will be a throw into the Thomians now.
Massive pressure on the backs of the Thomians. The thing about pressure is once it gets back to you, you think you are the only man responsible for the ball, ending up in a lot of selfish plays. You don't really read your men, you want to go at it alone, make sure your performance would match up the overall performance of the team, as that was another long ranger by Gateway College. That one a bit off angle. Gateway with another throw in. He crossed the line there. I believe the referee didn't see that. That could have been the sixth goal for Gateway. However, Thomian lads' defensive foot flinching it off.
Gateway still hungry for more goals despite being 5-1 up, as another vital block. Position still with Gateway, however. Going behind. St. Thomas really need to defend better. They seem to be waiting for the ball to come to them rather than going for the ball themselves.
I'm starting to see quite a smart game played by Gateway College. If you observed it for a while, you'll notice how Gateway drives in the Thomian lads back and then quickly move the ball upfield with a long ranger.
Definitely, and it seems that the Thomian defense has completely struggled to cope with some of the good skill and footwork that the Gateway lads have shown. They seem to be taken off guard and easily out-dribbled, and it has certainly cost them tonight, as Thomas after a long time got an opportunity through that corner, but once again it's Gateway who look to break. A rare poor pass there by the Gateway lads. And Thomas, that's number 6. Nilavira went for a long range effort and a very late challenge. Referee opting not to go into his pocket, however. That was a dangerous foul there. Thomians not happy with the situation. They're very frustrated, humiliated. Gateway fans wanting to see more goals. It's a good ball downfield. Benitez Andesena. St. Thomas throw-in.
More minutes of regulation time is still left. Still enough time for St. Thomas's College to make a comeback.
They need a miracle, but it has nothing that football hasn't seen before.
I agree with you, Rahul. It is quite a slim chance, but if they get their heads right, coordinate well.
They can't let frustration and anger cost them further.
I believe Gateway College is just trying to mess up with the heads of the Thormian lads there.
St. Thomas going for a long throw in. Veeratunga opted for the short one, and it is a foul throw. Poor work there by Thormians, but it's Gateway Colombo looking to break on the counter. Samunu Kogodarachi could not keep hold of the ball there. We are approaching the final 10 minutes of the second half. St. Thomas have won a free kick in a very dangerous area. Their captain Ebenezer is not the one standing over this. It seems to be Veeratunga. Can they pull one back, save some grace? Will he go for goal, or will he look to find a teammate? Gateway opting for a 4-man wall. Akib Imtiaz just over the crossbar by Veeratunga.
That was a well-timed, good controlled ball. Work there by Veeratunga. Targeted it well, just slightly off angle. However, it could have been a game-changing goal for St. Thomas's College, upping their score to 2 goals.
As we are in the final 10 minutes of the game, it is 5-1 up, but as we spoke about earlier, if Gateway have converted all the opportunities, the score line will be way more humiliating than it is now.
Let's just hope the game doesn't get further polarized as we move into the final 9 minutes of the game. Substitution for Gateway College. It will be Isa Fahim moving out and Rashen Vijayawardena, the skipper, coming back into the game. Rashen, I believe, will be looking to maybe up the score margin just a little bit more. Gateway College still trying to keep control of the ball as much as possible.
The Thormian fans seem to have finally been stunned into silence as the Gateway College fans are making their voices heard. This could be the opportunity. Cleared away by Gateway. Gateway College finally seem to have slowed the game down a bit. And St. Thomas are trying to take advantage. The final few minutes have taken place inside the Gateway half, something that we did not see previously in the game. As Gateway, as you can see, they are certainly slowing the game down. Could be the tile legs as Samunu Kogodarachi throw in for Gateway Colombo. Captain Rashen, I beg your pardon, the Samunu.
Well defended by the Gateway lads there. Fernando, the big man for St. Thomas's College, holding strong, but That could have been another opener for Gateway. Dodged by the brave goalkeeper Dharmendra, but not out of the danger zone yet is the Thormian defense as well as Dharmendra, the goalkeeper. Luckily, that went off field, giving the Thormians a brief breather.
We have just over 5 minutes plus added time remaining. Will Gateway be satisfied with this scoreline, or are they still hungry for more goals? And a very close call there. Just not enough for St. Thomas College.
Akib Imtiaz courageously grabbing onto the ball. That didn't have enough power to throw him off guard. We've been seeing a lot of the big man Fernando in the game for St. Thomas's, leading the midline for the Thormian lads. I believe he's moving off onto the offensive end as well.
Free kick for St. Thomas. Skipper Ebenezer will look to find a teammate inside the box. He's asking his teammates to go forward. They really have nothing left to defend. They really need to go all out attack, and a chance. Did it cross the line?
Fernando very unhappy about the ref's call. From this angle, we couldn't really clarify if it was a goal or not.
The referee did initially point to the centre half. He looked like he was about to give it as a goal, but in the end, he thought otherwise, and it's Gateway now on the counter attack.
This is the first ever Neville De Alwis-Ralph Alles Challenge Trophy, and Gateway College is looking to move out victors who will be remembered. Gateway College with another slim goal effort, but well defended by Dharmendra there. I believe he's learned quite a few lessons after missing out on 5 goals. Saved the 6th one. Another substitution for Gateway College. It will be Vinitha Chandrasena who will be moving out, and he'll be replaced by Jehan Malik. Thormians sliding on to attack, however dodged off by the Gateway defense, and it'll be a corner kick awarded to the Thormians. Veeratunga with a throw-in. Good cross in there, but wasn't much of a challenge to Akib Imtiaz, comfortably blocking it away.
As you said, this is the first annual encounter, Neville De Alwis-Ralph Trophy. But what an encounter it has been. 6 goals in it so far. (5-1) lead for Gateway, and still with minutes left on the clock, you cannot rule out the possibility of there being more goals. At the way some of the goals have come out of nowhere. Can Gateway College add to the humiliation? Nansika. Throw into the Tomians.
With less than a minute of regulation time plus added injury time, I don't see St. Thomas's coming back from this game. Gateway College comfortably leading the match with 5 goals under their belt.
Gateway fans still cheering wildly. We are now into injury time. What celebrations there will be once the referee blows for full time. I think it's safe to say that St. Thomas players and fans alike did not see this coming.
I agree with you, Rahul. Gateway College was majorly underestimated, their potential, their power and coordination. Gateway College with a big upper hand on this game.
But once again, Gateway College just ran out of room there. Throw in. Samunako Godarache down with the cramp. Yes. Play resumes. Referee looks at his watch. Is there time for St. Thomas to pull one back, save some grace? Good attempt there by Rebel. Jehan Malik fouls the Tomian defender there. As St. Thomas look to heave this downfield. Substitution, very late substitution for St. Thomas, number 6.
It'll be Nilavira moving out, replaced by Suhaib. St. Thomas's still trying to pull one for themselves, but Gateway still in possession of the ball majorly.
And once again, long range effort by number 9, Ari Batik. Goalkeeper managed to get a touch to it.
You might as well call the game off by now, Rahul. One last corner kick perhaps for St. Thomas's College.
Just stuck with a bit of too much power. Found the header, but just well wide of the target. Is there time for Gateway to get this upfield? The game is done and dusted. It was done and dusted a long time ago. It was only a matter of by how many goals. And once again, it's a St. Thomas player down. We are 4 minutes into added time now.
I was really opting for this game to be an equally duelled game, Rahul, but somehow coming off the second half, Gateway College completely dominated the game.
It is good to see everyone thinks that international schools have no place among government schools in the sports arena. But here you see one of the leading government schools in St. Thomas College being utterly humiliated by Gateway College Colombo, one of the up-and-coming international schools in sports. It has been an absolutely dominant performance, and Gateway College showing that they belong here. They are showing that they can take on Sri Lanka's best in the school's football arena, and they will gain nothing but confidence from this.
And it's the big man Fernando of St. Thomas's College who led the Thomian defense that just got removed off field.
Made some vital blocks and saves, did Fernando, and he seems to, the physicality of it has seemed to caught up to him.
Now it's just a game of minutes. Gateway College leading very comfortably at this point.
Yes, it will be yet another corner to St. Thomas College. We have been in injury time for quite a while now.
Thomas with a long range throw-in, blocked well by the Gateway defense.
And that will be full time. Gateway College, champions of the first ever Neville De Alwis-Ralph Challenge Trophy. And they are victorious in dominant fashion, 5-1. Absolutely humiliating performance.
What a brilliant game it was, Rahul, by Gateway College. 2 unexpected goals by the end of the first half, which were completely turned around by purposeful goals packed with power. 3 goals to be exact, which led them on to a comfortable victory. Rashan Vijayawardena on the shoulders of the Gateway supporters. We are the champions, playing on the background. Well-deserved victory, beautiful music, and an amazing atmosphere this evening at Ratmalana.
It was an absolutely stunning performance by the Gateway lads. Came into the game without any surety, but outplayed and out-dominated St. Thomas by a large margin. 5 brilliant goals, and they win the first ever annual encounter in a dominant 5-1 win. Join us for the award ceremony in a few moments. What an absolutely superb game of football.
ඔලිබරපු යාල්පානතිල්ල.
මාතර කොටවිල ගම්පියසට ඇවිල්ලා තියෙනවා.
සිද්ධදාස
ඇඩ්මොරටුව
පියගම මහින්ද රාජපක්ෂ ක්‍රීඩාංගණය.
කිලක්කු මාහන. සුගතදාස ඉන්ඩෝර් ස්ටේඩියම්.
is the Foxhill Supercross.
කුරුණෑගල සිටි ඇතුගල් පුරවරය
papare.com අපි අද ඇවිල්ලා ඉන්නේ නෝරෙලිය ප්‍රදේශයේ.
final showdown Candy Sports Club
පොළොන්නරුව ජාතික සංකීර්ණයේ සිට. නේරඩි ඔලිබරපු යාල්පානතිල්ල.
මාතර කොටවිල ගම්පියසට ඇවිල්ලා තියෙනවා.
සිද්ධදාස
ඇඩ්මොරටුව
පියගම මහින්ද රාජපක්ෂ ක්‍රීඩාංගණය.
කිලක්කු මාහන. සුගතදාස ඉන්ඩෝර් ස්ටේඩියම්.
is the Foxhill Supercross.
කුරුණෑගල සිටි ඇතුගල් පුරවරය
papare.com අපි අද ඇවිල්ලා ඉන්නේ නෝරෙලිය ප්‍රදේශයේ.
final showdown Candy Sports Club
පොළොන්නරුව ජාතික සංකීර්ණයේ සිට.
presenting the awards for the Under-20 Girls Invitation football match between Gateway College and Vishaka Vidyalaya.
I would like to invite Mr. Rohan Pereira, Deputy Principal of Gateway College, Colombo, to distribute special awards of the girls' match.
The best goalkeeper of the Under-20 Girls match, Amasha Vikramage of Vishaka Vidyalaya.
The most valuable player of the Under-20 girls match is Imesha Varnakulasuriya of Vishaka Vidyalaya. Thank you, sir.
I would like to invite Mrs. Priyanti Senra, Principal of Gateway College, Devala, to distribute the certificates for the runners-up of the girls match.
The runners-up of the Under-20 girls match is Gateway College football team. The captain of Gateway College is requested to receive the certificates on behalf of them. Thank you, madam.
I would like to invite Mrs. Manisha Bilimoria, the beloved life of our father, Mark Bilimoria, to distribute the certificates for the champions of the girls match.
The champions of the Under-20 girls invitation football encounter is Vishaka Vidyalaya football team. The captain and the team members of Vishaka Vidyalaya are requested to receive the certificates and the trophy. Thank you, ma'am.
Now we will be presenting the awards for the Under-14 boys football match between Gateway College and St. Thomas College.
I would like to invite Mrs. Vinita Shenoy, Principal of Gateway College, Colombo, to distribute the special awards on the Under-14 boys football encounter.
The best goalkeeper award of the Under-14 boys football encounter goes to Junita Hezara of Gateway College. The most valuable player of the Under
Mr. Ashoka Hera, Director, Gateway College, to distribute the certificates of the runners-up of the Under-14 boys match.
The runners-up of the Under-14 boys match is the football team of St. Thomas's. The captain of St. Thomas's is requested to receive the certificates on behalf of your team. Thank you, sir.
I kindly invite Mr. Asanka Pereira, Subwarden of St. Thomas's College, to distribute the certificates and the trophy of the champions of the Under-14 boys match.
The champions of the Under-14 boys inaugural football encounter is Gateway College. The captain and team members of Gateway College are requested to receive the certificate and the trophy for Mr. Asanka Pereira. Thank you, sir.
I would like to call upon the captain of Vishaka Vidyalaya to collect the trophy for the girls match. Once again, the champions of the Under-20 girls match, Vishaka Vidyalaya. Ladies and gentlemen, now the presentation of awards of the Neville De Alwis-Ralph Challenge Trophy for the inaugural football match between Gateway College and St. Thomas's College. The special awards of the encounter will be presented by Mrs. Dinali Alice. I kindly invite Mrs. Dinali Alice to present the Best Goalkeeper Award and the Most Valuable Player Award of the match.
The best goalkeeper award of the Under-20 Neville De Alwis-Ralph Challenge Trophy inaugural football encounter goes to Akib Imtiaz.
Valuable Player Award of the Under-20 inaugural football encounter has been won by Arif Niaz of Gateway College. Please give another round of applause for our best goalkeeper and most valuable player of this encounter. Thank you.
At this time, I would like to invite Mr. Jaswar Umar, Secretary General, Football Federation of Sri Lanka, to award the medals and the certificates to the runners-up. The runners-up of the inaugural football encounter, Neville De Alwis-Ralph Challenge Trophy.
We invite the captain and the members of the St. Thomas's College football team to come and receive the medals and certificates. would like to invite Mr. Ashok Hera, Director of Gateway College, to present the medals and certificates to the champions of the Neville De Alwis-Ralph Challenge Trophy. Please give them a big round of applause. most exciting moment, the most envied trophy, Neville De Alwis-Ralph Challenge Trophy, will now be presented to the champions of the inaugural football encounter between Gateway College and St. Thomas's College by Reverend Mark Bilimoria, Warden of St. Thomas's College, Mrs. Rohini Alas, Managing Director, Gateway College, and Dr. Harsha Alas, Chairman, Gateway College.
I would like to invite Reverend Father Mark Bilimoria, Mrs. Rohini Alas, and Dr. Harsha Alas to present the Neville De Alwis-Ralph Challenge Trophy to the champions of the inaugural football encounter.
Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for the champions of the inaugural football encounter of the Neville De Alwis-Ralph